Hello, welcome to day 3 on my journey of explaining my anxiety and sharing my life with you and hopefully being able to help others dealing with some of the same issues that I deal with. The past 2 days I've kind of talked about some past issues, but I think today I'm just going to take some time and share my experiences that I had last night that caused me a little bit of discomfort and a little anxiety that's something I deal with on a daily basis. Is the anxiety, but not always for the same reasons. Last night I was trying to make just a simple purchase over the internet, paying with my PayPal account, which I have done many times before, no issues. But over the past year or two, the wife and I's checking account has been hacked on more than one occasion. Our credit cards have been hacked. So now I have a higher level of security on my forms of making payments for things, and for whatever reason, went to make a payment for something, had the funds to pay for it, and PayPal kept declining it. Told me I had to check with the company of the card. Well, it was a prepaid card, so there was really nothing I should have had to discuss. Just set amount of money on there, try to pay for that with some existing cash that I had in there, and it would not go through. I felt bad because I was discussing with a guy on a purchase, and I had to explain to him that it wasn't going to go through, but I would deal with it and try to find a workaway around it. So I spent several hours staying up last night till about 4 a.m. or so, just dealing with PayPal themselves directly, and that was no help. But by the time I got done with that, I was so stressed out over the issue that it did make me feel very, very anxious about it. You know, things like that normally wouldn't bother most people, but when you've got someone that deals with anxiety, when things don't go the way that you expect them to, it puts you in a different mindset. It throws things off a little bit. You're off kilter. It's just another one of them spiraling of things, of something out of your control. So I had a really hard time with that last night. After talking with them, I ended up staying up even longer. Just the worry, the stress of it. As where most people would just be able to let it go and go to sleep, it pondered on my mind, stayed with me for a while. I dwelled on it, which it was nothing major, you know, not a life or death type situation, so really nothing one should necessarily dwell on or stress or lose sleep over, but for people with anxiety, we do. I don't want to say that, you know, with my anxiety I'm a control freak, but when things are out of my realm, when I'm not in control of what's going on, or I don't want to say it that way, but when there's something that happens that I can't do nothing about, and I feel that no matter how hard I try, I can't change the situation or grasp control of it, it throws me into more anxious moods. Now, it's by no means was it anywhere near to throwing me into a panic attack, but it did disrupt my night, cut down on my sleep by a whole lot. A lot of people who suffer from anxiety disorders, you know, sleeping is hard enough sometimes as it is. At one time, they had misdiagnosed me as bipolar because I would be up for 2 to 3 days at a time, not being able to sleep, and it was just, it wasn't bipolar, it was just, I was having a lot of issues, having things on my mind, you know, the obsessive thought, the worry, the unknown, the things that bother most people who commonly deal with anxiety. But to people that don't know and don't understand, they look at it as other issues, and for a while they actually tried to treat me with bipolar disorder, and come to find out it wasn't bipolar. Yeah, I would be cranky if I didn't, you know, if someone go a day or two without sleep, you know, you're gonna get tired, moody, and cranky, and I would get that way. I was never violent or aggressive because of it. They say, you know, people that with their bipolars have their ups and downs. Well, you know what? Everybody in life has their up and down, and anybody that deals with anxiety and panic disorders has their up and down too. And, you know, when you're living a life with the unknown of what's happening or what's going on or what's gonna happen the next day, it can be overwhelming. Sometimes the thoughts and feelings that one may get can bring on some feelings and thoughts of, you know, depression, or make one feel depressed or down or sad. And what's sad is with the anxiety disorders out there, not all of them being diagnosed properly soon enough. There's a lot of misdiagnosis on it. And I feel that there's a lot of people out there on a lot of medications that they don't need to be on because they were misdiagnosed. Like I said, because I could stay up for a couple days at a time, they automatically assumed that I was bipolar and dealing with manic issues, and that wasn't the case on my behalf. You know, I'm no longer being treated for bipolar because they've determined that I'm not a bipolar person. You know, do I get moody when I'm up for a few days at a time? Yeah. Do I get moody when I have to deal with things like PayPal not allowing me to send funds when I have the money in there? Yeah. But, you know, I'm human. I get aggravated just like everybody else does. But with me, the aggravation on top of dealing with the stress that caused the anxiety of it, sometimes my moods are a little more pronounced, or I will, if I don't show the mood I'm in verbally, sometimes I just kind of shut down and keep to myself, and my facial expression alone, or just the fact that I'm super quiet when I'm normally a person who likes to talk a lot. You know, those that know me, if I'm just sitting there, you know, being super quiet for a long time, you know, they can tell things are bothering me. And so if you know anybody personally that deals with anxiety and they don't seem quite the same today as they were yesterday, and they seem either standoffish or a little bit on edge, you know, just be easy on them. Talk to them. Ask them if there's anything you can do to help. They may or may not accept it. They, you know, like today, if someone was asking me, hey, you know, how you doing? Anything I can do to help you? Yeah, you know, I'm stressed out. I got the PayPal thing taken care of. It's taken care of. Payments done been sent, but I'm still aggravated. I'm still mad about it. I shouldn't be. It's taken care of, but it's just the fact that I had to deal with all that. And over time, I've gotten better with that. In the past, I would be very verbal with the people that I would talk to about it, with dealing with customer service. I have now learned patience to an extent. You know, it was my money in the account. Why am I not allowed to spend my money on the account? That's how I looked at it, and that's how anybody else would see it. But when they're saying, well, sir, we can't do this because of this or that, then why are you providing a service for me and then declining me to be able to use it? I know this video is a little off from the other ones, and I don't want my negativity to bring anybody else any negativity, and if that's the case, I apologize now. But I'm sure that there's somebody that's watching this will be able to understand and relate to it, I'm sure. I've noticed I'm starting to get a few more views. I've only had this channel going up 3 days now, and for those that have watched these videos, I thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot to someone taking the time out of their day to watch what I'm putting out there, and I'm hoping that the content will not only just help me, I'm doing this to help myself, but I'm also doing it to help others, or to help those that don't understand what people living with anxiety go through. You know, I stayed up way exceptionally late last night, so therefore I got up, I slept in a little bit to my standard norm, so therefore my medication that I take, my timing's off now. And it'll take me a day or two to get all that readjusted. I mean, it's not going to affect me as much as it would some others, but you know, there's things like that, and it's just hard for some people to cope and deal with. And I just figured I would share my experience from last night, because one of the things I started out saying was, you know, I want to share my life experiences as I'm doing this, for those to just understand more, see what others go through. And it's a beautiful day outside today where I'm at, so if anybody that lives in this town of Madison, I hope you're enjoying this day, because the weather's this is December and I'm out here in shorts today, December 3rd. Doesn't get to happen very often around here like that. And here within the next week or so, it's probably going to get extremely cold. I'm hoping for snow soon. I'm a winter person. I love snow. I've got plans for when we have snow. I'll share, once we get some snow, I'll share one of my hobbies that I do in the snow. I mess with a lot of RC stuff, and I've got a couple trucks that I'm really looking forward to running around through some snow. And on that note, I think this is where I'm going to end my video for today. So thank you for watching. As always, I'm going to put my email in the information section. That way, if anybody ever needs to talk or contact me, you can email me, and I will get back with you. I hope y'all are having a great day. Thank you for watching.